about adrenaline? Because everybody who stands up to speak in public gets some dispensed in their system, whether they want it or not. So I stand up here and I think, okay, now I've got to talk to these people for about 55 minutes and I've got to make sense. I've been teaching all day. How am I going to do it? I'm going to call on adrenaline to help me. Because I know when I stand up, I get an adrenaline rush. I get an adrenaline rush because after millions of years of evolution, my body is trained to, in stressful situations, give me a little extra energy just in case I need to run out of the room. Or, I don't know, this guy looks dangerous. He looks a little shifty to me. You never know, I might have to fight. I'm not sure. My body doesn't know. My body's just trying to help me. So I stand up to speak, and I stand up, if I'm you, to say, may it please the court, and I get a big adrenaline rush. I don't want that. Because it has a bunch of detrimental effects too. It makes my fingers tremble, for example. It sends all kinds of blood flow to the large muscles of my body. Just because my body dispenses the hormone adrenaline, I am now experiencing a lot of physiological effects that may not be welcome in the courtroom. My heart rate goes up. My blood pressure goes up. The hair on my arm stands on end. My pupils dilate and then they get really small. Ever tried to read something at the beginning of a presentation and think, wow, I wish I hadn't written that in Latin? Because our eyes are busy focusing with adrenaline's effects. Adrenaline also stops digestion in order to send blood flow to large muscles in case I need to fight or run, fight or flee. That doesn't help in the courtroom. If I don't have any saliva, I've got cotton mouth. And then it's really hard for me to talk. All because my body is doing me this big favor of giving me a dose of hormones in case I need to fight or flee. And I don't need to do either. I need to stand up and speak coherently and argue this case. So, the reason we talk about adrenaline before each one of these topics is that it's got certain effects on your body, your brain, and your voice that you can either exploit or suffer from.